I have an iPhone 11 here that I believe after a back glass replacement, the volume down button doesn't work. So after inspection of the logic board, I can see that I don't know which connector is actually the volume connector, but I can see that there's a component here that's missing. I've already kind of cleaned it off with my soldering iron, but I'm going to show you. I have a donor board here, and I'm going to show you what it's supposed to look like. So it looks like it's this right here. It looks like maybe a diode, actually. So unfortunately, the pads on this thing is missing. So it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. All right. So if we go to ZXW tools, we can see that. Let's see. It's not very detailed right now, but this is the component right here, and let's see. One end attaches to this connector, and then the other end connects to the closest thing that I could see that we can get access to is this point right here. So I think what I'm going to try to do is just run a jumper from here to here, and then from the third pin to this component, and I'm just going to take it off my donor board here, and hopefully that'll get things working again. And I hope that this is the volume connector. I mean, I'm not even positive that that is the volume connector, but yeah, see, I'm not really even sure. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and this connector right here is, don't think this is for the volume, so I don't really understand it. But actually, you know what? Let's take a look. Yeah, see, like this connector right here goes to this, and then this right here, it looks like it's some sort of Wi-Fi antenna, so I don't understand that. Like, this is not connected to the volume at all. Because, let's see, so this connector right here is the connector that looks like it's damaged, and this is the connector that's connecting to this. So I don't really understand why the volume wouldn't be working on there. I mean, I guess maybe we can look at the schematics or something. I'm not really sure. How are we gonna do this? If see, I would think that this is the volume connector right here, but maybe this is not the volume connector. Anyways, that's really the only thing that I see that's wrong with this logic board, so it's got to be that. Fortunately, these aren't really labeled, so can't know for sure. So what do I do? You know what? Let's look on Mobile Centrics, see what the volume connector looks like. Alright, so this is what the volume cable looks like. So, let's see. So it looks like. Alright, so it looks like the volume flex is actually. It ends right there, so it connects to this connector, which means that it is the correct one. Okay. Alright, so now that we've figured out that we are looking at the one that we're supposed to be looking at, this is the correct connector, and it would make sense that this is messed up right here. So I guess now we just need to do the work. So I have my plan. Plan is to take off the old connector from my donor board here, and then transplant it with some jumpers to the new one. I'm not really going to be able to use heat anyways on the one that I'm working on, because it'll definitely mess up the interposer. But I'm going to need heat to remove this. Okay. It's weird. Okay. So I have my component. Don't think it's directional, but I just want to make sure that I don't mess anything up here. So this is what it's gonna look like. Man, this is not gonna be easy because I'm assuming that's probably ground there. Let me just double check to make sure this is ground first. Yes, it is ground, and I don't like see anything down there to attach to. So I think I definitely have to run some jumpers. Don't think there's any way around it really. Okay, so let's see. What am I gonna do here? What's the best thing to do? I wonder if I can just like maybe run it close to this connector here or something like that. Or maybe I should just leave it. Or should I just run the... What's the easiest way to do this, eh? I should probably just leave it there. Yeah, let's just run 3 jumpers, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. So, what kind of jumper am I going to use to do this? Well, let's see. A 0.1 millimeter jumper is going to be way too thick. I think a 0.02 millimeter coated would probably be the best. So with 0.2 millimeter coated, normally I use this one right here. See that or not? So this is the one I use for 0.2 millimeter coated. All right. Okay. So let's just grab a bunch of this and see. Okay. So I have my coated jumper. What was I gonna say? Okay. So here's what we have to do. Let's take a look at the XW tools again. So on the back side of this, okay, so there's 2 points here. One, I can run a jumper from this 3rd pin on that connector, and then the second one is this one, which I can access through the back side of this logic board here with the 3rd pin there. So looking at the logic board, make sure I don't lose my damn component. Okay, you know what? Let's just stabilize this first before I do anything. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose that component. Then I'm really screwed. Okay, so let's just tin these. This is actually, yeah, this is not very fun, actually. It's going to be kind of a pain in the arse. Okay, so that's tin now, and let's see. I think I'll just leave it flipped upside down, and I'll put some green stuff on it afterwards. Okay. So plenty of... So it's going to be this 3rd pin right here. So let's just do this. That's the 2nd pin. Okay. Anyways, 3rd pin. Yeah, it's kind of hard to work with when there's like such a long thread here. But I'll see what I can do. Okay, there it goes. And it's coated, so it just makes it a little bit harder. Anyways, I'll stop complaining. So basically I'm just going to put a bunch of green stuff all around here, and then I'll just try to make it so that he doesn't do it again. But I need to cut this just because it's way too long. So I'll just, let's see, I'll just try to cut it to length here. Okay, I'll use the rest of that later. So it's going to be kind of like that. And let's see, I think I'll just use this one actually. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to turn this around. Then I'll just run the other one alongside there. I don't know if it's even directional or not, but I just want to make sure that I'm doing it right. I'm actually going to cut this again, just because it might be a pain in the butt to do it afterwards. Oh man. Okay, that's done. Ay, ay, ay. I need a little more flux and a little bit more. It's not a great joint. Ugh. It's not easy, my friend. Should just do it outside of this little gap right here first, and then that's still not a great joint. I really just want a nice shiny joint here. That's better. And then while I do this, I will just, damn it. There, that's not bad. Now I need to run a jumper to the ground. Which is also not going to be very fun, but I don't think I really need to. Well, that is ground, yeah, so I think I'll just attach it to the end of this. Ugh. I should have probably cut this before. Yeah, let's cut it first. Stupid, man. Let's pin this. I probably should have just done it, like, not in this little tight gap right here. Alright, that's not bad. And then we just need one really, really long one now, which I will do this. Can't even see it at this point. Fuck, am I gonna do this? Really have to do it this way. Try it like this, my friend. I just jacked up the other one. I think it actually would have been easier if I just probably put the pins on before I started running it to the actual. God, this sucks. It's like if you heat one part, the other parts heat up as well, because it's like a glass diode or whatever. I mean, these are not very good joints, so I'm afraid that if I just leave it like this, it's probably going to go bad. There's got to be a better way to do this. This is driving me crazy. Let's see. Okay, that's a good joint. Okay, that's not bad. This died again. God dang it. Fuck. What do I do here? Alright, let's try this tip. I guess maybe I'll just leave it just like that, but I don't really like this joint right here. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave it. Alright, let's run. How am I going to clean that? That's the other question. Let's see, maybe I'll just kind of lift it up a little bit and see if I can get something. Yeah, this is a pain. See, it's, well, yeah, it's still pretty good. I can't even clean it, really. Anyways, I guess what I'll just green stuff it right now, just so that it doesn't jack it up later. Yeah. Taking way longer than I'd hoped. I was expecting, at least. Ugh. What a... Alright, that should be hard enough, and then I'll finish it up later, but let me just run this jumper first. And I'll put some more hardening stuff to it. Alright, so on the back side of the logic board, there is, let's see, there's 3 spots, and we want this 3rd spot, I believe. Yes. So we want this one right here. Let me just diode mode it real quick, just to make sure we're getting something. Yeah, okay, that's a good reading. Then I'll just tin it. Okay. Alright, so let's clean this up, tape it down. Okay. I'm just gonna put some Kapton on this. I'm not gonna put green stuff on it. Okay, that's Kapton. Maybe I'll put some green stuff on this, but so it's just kind of going around the side there, and hopefully it doesn't short out or anything. Anyways, I think I'll just leave it just like that. But I will put some more green stuff over there. Just like this. I'll just kind of put it over here too. Can't really see it. What else? Right here, maybe? I probably should have tested it before I did any of this. Alright, let's just make sure there's no shorts. So I'm just going to check this third pin right here. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to read, but it shouldn't be shorted. Alright, 0.482. Okay. So let me just kind of clean this up a little bit so that it doesn't interfere with anything. Okay, so that should be good. I'll just leave it just like this. And hopefully the volume button works after I put it back together, otherwise it's gonna be it kinda sucks. Whatever, not perfect, but it's fine. So many cables. Okay, where was I? Okay, I'm putting all the connectors back. Okay, so maybe I should just test things before I'm missing a connector. Where is the connector that goes here? Oh, okay, so that's probably the... Jesus. Okay. Okay. So I'm not going to screw anything in yet until we get things resolved here. This one probably supposed to go under here. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay. Oops. Whew. So now it works again. Fixed it. I'm going to test everything else here, but everything should be good, I hope. And then we'll go from there, okay? Anyways. that actually took way longer than I had hoped. It always sucks when the pads are torn. But anyways, it is repairable. I guess we'll probably see a few more of those come in, I suspect. I don't know. People are still kind of prying things haphazardly. I always do it from the corner, but anyways, okay, so I'm just going to say that this repair is done here. That's a volume down button. Damn it. And thanks for watching. I just want to say thank you for watching our videos on YouTube. You know, when I started microsoldering about 3 or 4 years ago, probably about 3 years ago, I started because I ended up breaking someone's phone during a repair. Yeah, this was back in the days of the iPhone 5C, and as I was disconnecting the battery, I accidentally pried off one of the little components next to the battery connector. So my options were to try to fix it or to buy the customer a new phone, and that's kind of what started this journey. Well, fast forward 3 years later, we have a website now, microsoldering.com, and we also have an online training course. It's $99.99 if you buy it through our website, and we go over just about everything that you need to know to get started on your microsoldering journey. It's kind of sectioned out into about 4 parts, and the first part we just kind of go over all of the basics, the tools, how to use diode mode, and what kind of tools and equipment to buy and stuff like that. The second part we talk a little bit about ZXW tools, and in the third part we go over 4 of the most common repairs. Let's update this. It should be 4 common most. So it's basically no touch, no backlight, no power, and we just added a section for audio IC on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. And then the last part is data recovery, no boot, and just kind of a very basic discussion about data recovery. So if you want to buy it, just go to microsoldering.com, click on Store, Shop, and then you'll come to this page right here. Just click on Buy at Udemy, and that'll take you to Udemy where our course is hosted. And you can even preview some videos of the course and see if you like it or not. And right now we're at 4.5 hours, and we're adding to it as much as we can. So just make sure you go through our website, otherwise the cost is a little bit higher. Alright, thanks for watching.